What's up, people? Welcome back to Football Insights, where we talk about football-related issues concerning transfers, player profile, and other football matters. So if you haven't subscribed, make sure you click on the subscribe button. Make sure you press on the push notification bell so that anytime we upload, you will be the first person to receive it. Make sure you follow us on all our social media platforms, on IG, on TikTok, and then on X. All the links are in the description. Just click on the link, follow us there. Let's get interactive. So this particular video is your game review, the Air Clasico game review. What happened in the Air Clasico on Saturday, 2 p.m. on Saturday, So let's get straight into the video. So Clasico, Real Madrid versus Barcelona. Barcelona played home. They were the home side, So Real Madrid versus Barcelona, or Barcelona versus Real Madrid, Clasico. Years ago, the Clasico was, top, all the hype and all that because of Ronaldo and Messi, Suarez, Neymar, Bale, Benzema. But, for some years now, the Clasico has, lost its, mileage a little bit because of, it lacks stars as compared to, some 7 years ago, 8 years ago. Now, the Clasico lacks stars. But the Clasico is still Clasico, so it had one or two hype. It had people watched and all of that. And that is why I am doing this. So Real Madrid going into the game, they started, or the lineup of Real Madrid was basically Carlo Ancelotti went in with his diamond formation. That is what he has been doing this particular season. Ferland Mendy as the left back, Caballero as the right back, Rudiger and Alaba as the center pair, Kepa as the goalkeeper, Aurelien Tchouameni as the DM, and then Fede Valverde on the right, Toni Kroos on the left, Jude Bellingham in front of them as the attacking midfielder, and then the two forwards are Rodrigo and then Vinicius Jr. So that is the lineup for Real Madrid. The lineup for Barcelona was Marc-Andre ter Stegen as the goalkeeper, João Cancelo, Balde, Ronaldo Araujo, Inigo Martinez, Gavi, Ferran Torres, Joao Felix, Christensen, Gundogan, and then Fermin Lopez. These are the lineup for Barcelona. And then it was expected because going into the game, we had a whole lot of news that, Robert Lewandowski is back, Pedri is back, Frankie de Jong is back, Koundé is back, Rafinha is back, but bro, I know that it was all for the media hype, for the media gimmicks and all of that. It was all mind games because there was no way that Frankie de Jong was going to recover for this particular Air Clasico. There was no way that Pedro was going to recover for this particular Air Clasico. It doesn't work that way. Even Koundé, there was no way he was going to play some. And that is why he didn't play. You saw, he didn't play. So it was all for the media gimmicks, media hype, and all of that. But that is not our focus. So our focus is what actually happened in the game. Going into the game, some Real Madrid fans, and then me, as I am a neutral fan, I am not a Real Madrid fan, I am a Chelsea fan. I can see that Frank Garcia or Camavinga should have started this game. Frank Garcia should have started as the left back, or Camavinga should have started as the left back. And then you saw what Camavinga did. He came in, changed the game for Real Madrid. He basically changed the game for Real Madrid. So Carlo Ancelotti, decided to go in for experience, and that is why he went in for Ferland Mendy. I understand, but because this is Clasico, you need experienced guys to parade them to do the job for you. So he went in for Ferland Mendy instead of Camavinga or Frank Garcia. So I understand him, but Barcelona defended in a 4-4-3-3 formation, but they attacked in a 3-5-2, or let's say they attacked with their wing back, because Cancelo was basically playing as a winger. Sometimes he played as a winger, sometimes he operated as a wing back. Balde, on the other hand, operated as a wing back, a typical wing back. But Cancelo sometimes operated as a winger. And that is why you saw Cancelo, drifting in the attacking positions. He was, getting chances left, right, center. He sometimes operated as a winger. So, of course, Real Madrid won by 2-1 against Barcelona. Goal scored by Jude Bellingham. All the two goals was scored by Jude Bellingham, and then the Barcelona goal was scored by Ike Gundogan very, very early in the game. In the first half, it was all Barcelona, and then they didn't take their chances. especially Fermin Lopez. Fermin Lopez had equally good chance, but he did well because he is a kid. He is now coming up. He did well, hit the woodwork for Barcelona. As at that time, it was all Barcelona. Real Madrid looked blank in the first half. They basically looked blank in the first half, but they came in the second half. Took the game by storm. They took the game by storm. And then when the changes of Luka Modric, Joselu, and then Camavinga came in, it changed everything for Real Madrid. It basically changed everything for Real Madrid. So Jude Bellingham scored a brilliant goal. That first goal was a top strike, man. And then Jude Bellingham is developing to become one of the the how do I even put it, one of the goal scoring midfielders in the world football right now. His instinct work is top notch. The way he puts himself in good positions to be able to score goals, top notch by Jude Bellingham. His instinct, he works with instinct. He was blank in the game. He looked blank in the game, but he came back, scored 2 goals, and that is what big players do for their team. When the going get tough, that is where you see them. He scored 2 goals, won man of the match, won the game for Real Madrid. Job done. That is all. And then going into this game, there are certain players that they need, applause. We have to applaud certain players. Number one player is Gavi. Gavi did well in the game. I have been one guy who has been criticizing Gavi because I believe that Gavi is a central midfielder. He shouldn't operate as a defensive midfielder. The way he plays his football, he plays as a defensive midfielder, getting yellow cards left, right, center, committing fouls left, right, center. But in this particular game, he did really well. He did really well. He basically put out, he was the best player in the Barcelona team on the pitch. So he did well. He did well. And then Jude Bellingham, of course, the man of the match, deserves, some applause there with that strike. Ter Stegen couldn't do anything about it. When you are a Barcelona fan and then you thought Ter Stegen could have done something about it, look at what Ter Stegen has been doing. He has been doing saves after saves after saves. But this particular one, he couldn't do anything about it. And then there is nothing he could have done about it. And hence why you saw that particular strike. That strike was a very, very, very big strike, man. When you are a goalkeeper or when you have become a goalkeeper before, you understand this. He also scored, the second goal for Real Madrid. That was, a pass by Dani Carvajal, a little flick by Modric. He wanted to control the ball though, but he couldn't control the ball very well, and then it flicked to Jude Bellingham. And that instinct of Jude Bellingham to move into a correct position, to put himself in a place to score that particular goal was a very instinct. That is what I'm talking about. Instinct, man. Instinct. Jude Bellingham has the instinct, the goal instinct. So of course, Real Madrid won the game. Camavinga also need some applause. Modric also needs some applause because Camavinga and Modric changed the game for Real Madrid. I thought Carlo Ancelotti was going to remove or was going to substitute Aurelien Tchouameni, and then he will make Toni Kroos come back as a defensive midfielder. Modric will come in as a central midfielder and operate, distribute the passes for Jude Bellingham and then Rodrigo and Vinicius Junior. But no, he let Aurelien Tchouameni stay on the pitch, took Toni Kroos and then brought in Luka Modric. Took an experienced player, brought in one energetic guy, which is Camavinga, to come and support the team. That worked perfectly. Xavi's changes didn't work out for him. Robert Lewandowski was injured. He wasn't 100% fit. Rafinha wasn't 100% fit. A whole lot of players that came in wasn't 100% fit, and that is why you saw that Robert Lewandowski was blank in the game. Rafinha basically looked blank in the game. They weren't 100% fit. Those guys weren't 100% fit, man. They weren't 100% fit, and that is why you saw that. You saw that abysmal performance by them. I don't blame them because it is not their fault. I don't blame them at all. And then there is one thing we have to talk about. One player, and that player is Vinicius Junior. Vinicius Junior has to step up. This season, he came back from one or two injuries. He is wearing the number 7 jersey. It is not easy to wear the number 7 jersey, but Vinicius Junior should step up. He complains too much. People have been saying this, but Vinicius Junior complains too much. When you do that, you let the away fans or you let the opponents get to you, their fans will get to you, and then it will be like they are being racist. But let's be real, there are a lot of black players in Spain. But why is it that only Vinicius Junior is getting that racism or that racist abuse? Vinicius Junior talks too much on the pitch. He did nothing on the pitch, absolutely nothing on the pitch. But he was the one complaining the most. A whole lot of players were getting fouls left, right, center. But Vinicius Junior complained a lot. Even though some foul was, some of them it was a genuine foul, and then some of them he basically flogged the ball. But he will keep complaining to the team, to the referee, and that is not good. And then the referee, I have to talk about the referee. I know the referee very well. Jesus Gil Monzano, or some people call him Gil Monzano. He is one referee who believes in, a no-nonsense referee. He will give you card right now. But he let the game flow. This particular El Clasico, the game flowed. And that is why there are some couple of Barcelona fans complaining that, the referee didn't officiate the game very well. Trust me, if Gil Monzano decided to be the real Gil Monzano, this match would have, there would have been a series of red cards in the game. But he let the game flow. He allowed the game to flow. So big shout out to Gil Monzano, man. Gil Monzano allowed the game to flow. So of course, Real Madrid won by 2 goals to 1 against Barcelona. The Barcelona goal was scored by Ike Gunwan, though. That was a very early goal in the game. But in all, I think that Real Madrid going forward, they should work on their defense. Alaba. I don't know what is wrong with Alaba, but David Alaba looks so lost. Rudiger did decent, but David Alaba looks so lost. I don't know what is wrong with him. So going forward, they should look at their defense. They should look at their defense and then get a striker. If not a striker, get an attacking player to help Vinicius, Rodrigo, and then Jude Bellingham. Because trust me, there will be a time that the goals of Jude Bellingham will quench. The goals may not come again. So you need people to build Real Madrid, to take Real Madrid from the trenches when the goals of Jude Bellingham is coming down. So going forward, that is what they should work on it. I think the injuries or the injury issues worried Barcelona. That is what I think. It worried Barcelona a lot. So I don't have much to say about Barcelona because I know when they had, or if they had their players, all their players fit, this game would have been a competitive game. But of course, they still showed something. They gave Real Madrid a good test. So ladies and gentlemen, this brings us to the end of the video. Make sure you click on the subscribe button, press on the post notification bell so that anytime we upload, you'll be the first person to receive it. Follow us on all our social media platforms, on IG, on TikTok, and then on X. This is your Clasico review. My name is Kubo. This is Football Insights. Peace.